He was one of those kids that would take the shirt off his back and give it to you.
And he had that smile that is the best smile in the world.
Anybody lined up against him knew what was coming. He was bringing the pain.
In the game of football, numbers mean everything. From the score to the stats, to the time left on the clock.
He touched so many people's lives. I don't know. It's just I can't believe he's gone.
Corey Kissling died tragically last summer on his senior trip, just days after graduating from Logan High School. The player who wore number 45, gone at the age of 18.
I tried calling him on his cell phone, and when he didn't answer, then this started to set in. And then I talked to his mom later on, and that's when I knew for sure.
She had told me that there was a terrible accident and that Corey had fallen and that he was dead. And evidently all I did was scream.
I still want him to be here, and I would never have wanted him to be gone before me, because you're not supposed to bury your kids.
Scarred but not broken, the community rallied around Corey's old team as the Chieftains entered the 2008 season.
Sophomore and junior year and all the games before that, Lancaster had given us a pretty good beating. And then after what had happened to Corey, we had talked to his dad and his mom about stuff, and we're like, yeah, we're really gonna get him this year.
In the first game after Corey's death, Logan hit the field against Lancaster that night for their former teammate, unaware of the significance around the number he used to wear.
We're playing this giant of Lancaster that we have never beaten since 1945, and Corey's number was 45. So there was the first touch of the 45 showing up that night.
I remember the first touchdown scored at that stadium. I mean, it was like 1:45, I think. And we look up at the scoreboard, I'm like, hey Chris, there's 45 seconds left on the clock right there.
The clock ticked down to a Chieftains victory, and Corey's number showed up once again.
After the game was over, a couple kids came up to me and said, Coach, what was the score? I go, 35-10. They go, what's that equal? I go, 45. And it just, it dawned on me, that is wild. That really is wild.
After the game was over, the tradition at Logan is to ring the victory bell. So I had run down behind the victory bell, waiting on the boys to come off the field, and one by one they rang the bell. And they come running up to me, some crying, some just screaming.
Coming off the field and then seeing his dad right there when he came off the field, and of course his dad looks just like him in the face, but it's like, wow. And Dad and I got a big hug together, and we definitely, and I told him, I said, hey, he was with us tonight.
For this family, this team, and this town, finally, the numbers added up.
Coming back the next year and beating him was the greatest feeling ever. Because he wanted it so bad. We all wanted it bad. And we gave it to him.
And now, for Logan football, 45 is more than just a number.
On the field, Corey's number is Corey to me.
45 means Corey Kissling to me.